Hi there team, James Erdley here, and in today's video I'm going to be going through the 5 high-ticket dropshipping errors that can sink your business. So perhaps you've heard about high-ticket dropshipping and you know the advantages and the potential benefits that you can get from running one of these businesses. But today let's talk about some important mistakes that people make, some failures that people have, so that you can avoid those with your own high-ticket dropshipping business. There's no doubt there's lots of benefits that come with a high-ticket dropshipping business, including the higher profit per order, making profits of over £300 per order. My average order value for the stores that I run is well over £1,000 per order, and you can start to think how many orders you need to receive per day to build up a really profitable and high revenue business. And that's what I've been able to grow for myself in the last couple of years. There are also lots of challenges that will come up, no doubt, when you build a business such as this with a high ticket dropshipping business model. It's not all plain sailing, and there are certain things to look out for. So today, my aim for this video is that I can give you the heads up for the usual mistakes and the usual failures that people have, so that you can avoid those as well. The first and probably the most common mistake that I see people make that brings down their dropshipping business is that they don't understand the numbers well enough. So what I mean by that is, firstly, they don't have an idea of the costs that they're spending on a monthly basis, so they can work out whether they're profitable or not. So this is a mixture of both the fixed costs, like your Shopify fee every month, and your Google Drive or your Gmail hosting provider, those sort of fixed costs, and your phone line and your live chat, that sort of thing. And also you need to be aware of the variable costs. So these are the costs that will change depending on how many sales you make. So perhaps the processing fee from Shopify or PayPal when you receive an order, and also it will be the fees if you have a finance provider on your store, those sort of things that are variable and will change. But you need to have an idea of both of those costs, and a very clear one to make sure that you don't get caught up in any issues there, overspending. The biggest spend that you'll have with your business dropshipping is marketing. So whether that's Facebook ads, Google ads, or any other ad platform that you run ads, marketing will 100% be your biggest spend. So what you need to be careful of is that you don't overspend for the amount of sales you're getting back in. The way you do this is to be really clear on the return that you need to see from the amount of money you spend on your ads. So what you call that with Google is a return on ad spend, or a conversion value over cost. And what you need to do, make sure you know, for example, say you know with the margins that you've got with your suppliers, you need to earn £10 in revenue for every £1 you spend on your ads. That means you need a return on ad spend of 10, because you need to receive £10 back from £1 of ad spend. Once you know that, you can then look at the performance of your ads and look to see if you've received that return on ad spend. If you have, you know you're profitable. If you haven't, you know you need to make some tweaks to make sure you don't go out of business. So really key to know the numbers. The second biggest mistake that people make is choosing the wrong product or the wrong niche to go into in the first place. What I see a lot of people do is they come into the idea of dropshipping and they have an emotional bias towards certain products. Perhaps they love going out kayaking, or they're a keen mountain biker, and for those reasons they really want to sell those products. Or perhaps they are the type of person that loves hosting a barbecue and they love the idea of having a barbecue business. Or perhaps they go to the gym and they exercise frequently, so they then decide that they'd like to sell gym equipment. The problem with that is that you're not making that decision based on any data. You're making that decision based on emotions. And what that does, it means you go into products and niches that may not necessarily work purely because you like the sound of them in your own mind, because you're emotionally invested in those products. What I've seen is that does lead to inevitable failure, because you might go into a niche that hasn't got enough demand, or perhaps it's completely seasonal and people only buy the products at a certain time of year. Perhaps there's no competition and there's nobody else selling those products, and there might be a real reason for that. But if you go in too quickly based on your own idea, that's where you make mistakes. I know that I decided the products that I was going to sell initially based on what I thought was going to sell in my own mind, and I based that on emotions, what I thought was a cool product. So for example, I thought no tie shoelaces, where you didn't have to tie your shoelaces, you could just clip them together with a little elastic band. I thought that was that was a product that would sell because it saves people 30 seconds when they're getting their shoes on. I thought it was genius, to be honest. I'm not sure why, but what that led to was no sales, because people weren't interested in that product. but I just decided I didn't do any research to find out what the demand was for that sort of product, whether that was selling already. I just decided to go into that because I could get it from AliExpress and I could get it to customers in the UK, and I did no other research. Don't do the same as me. Make sure you do the research up front, make sure there's demand there, make sure there is enough competition there, and you'll be able to go into a niche that you can be confident in from the start. Avoid choosing the wrong niche, and the way you do this is by downloading the 101 Profitable Niche Ideas link that I've got underneath this video. So I've put together a list of 101 niches that I believe can be profitable with dropshipping in the UK. So definitely go ahead and validate this niche list. But what it does is it gives you that starter point. It gives you a head start. You've got 101 ideas there to go ahead. So download that from the link below. So the third mistake that people make, and it really can harm your business, is if you expect an easy ride. So what I find with people going into an online business, they've seen videos online, they've seen people flash the Lamborghinis, the mansions, and they think, wow, clearly dropshipping is easy money. It's the way to go to be able to build a business online from a laptop and start running from around the world. It's going to be easy. I'm going to start doing that. Don't go in with this mindset. There will be challenges. There will be obstacles. Nothing that you can't get past. But if you go in with the mindset that it's going to be easy, as soon as you encounter a challenge or an obstacle, straight away you're going to be put off and you're going to be feeling like you're doing something really wrong because it should be easy in your mind. But if you go in with an opposite mindset and you know there's going to be challenges, you know there'll be obstacles, when they turn up, then you can just say to yourself, well, I expected it to be difficult. This is what difficult feels like. And so I can keep pushing on in spite of any challenges. So mistake number 4 that I've seen sink many businesses is not looking at the data that you're getting. The most valuable thing that you get with Google Ads, not necessarily sales, is actually the data that it provides after you've been starting running ads for at least 30 days. It shows you which products are popular. It shows you what sort of assets resonate, which images, which headlines resonate with your audience. And it tells you which suppliers are going to be the winners and which ones aren't going to be the winners. So don't ignore that data. What I've found that people can do is they run ads and then they just keep throwing money at it, even though the data is showing them that they need to pivot. So we can't force unpopular products on a market. So if you can tell after some data, after running some ads, that certain products or suppliers aren't popular, you need to make a change to your advertising campaign. Don't ignore that data. It's really valuable. So keep an eye on your Facebook ads account. Have a look at your Google ads account frequently on a at least weekly basis, probably twice a week, I'd say, so that you can really have a look at a high level and see what the ads are doing. You could look daily, but I find if you look daily, you see too many fluctuations. So I like to have a bit more of a longer term view. But you need to look in there frequently enough so you can see if the data is telling you something, you need to be able to pivot. And mistake number 5. So I've saved the best till last, and it's what a lot of people do, and it's what I did as well before I realised how wrong I was. And what people do is they try and do it all alone. They try and go it alone. They try and start a business and decide they don't need any help. They're going to do it themselves. And if you're anything like me, I just sat up in my bedroom, I had my laptop on my desk, and I was a solopreneur. I thought I can do this all myself without any support, without asking anyone to help me out. I'd run this business and it would soon be a multi-million-pound business. I soon realised that that wasn't going to be the way because I didn't have anywhere near the right skills and I didn't have any experience that I could rely on. What you get when you work with others is experience from their learnings, their failings and their experience and their success as well. You also get to outsource jobs that aren't your strengths. And the third one, which might be the most important for me, is that you get to bounce ideas off somebody else. So if you're on your own and you think this is a good idea, you've not got anyone to push that idea against and start to have some brain rub where you start to get ideas against each other. So don't try and do it alone. You get so much value from speaking to other people and from learning from others' failures and successes. So make sure you don't do that as well. What I'd recommend for you, so you don't do it alone, is either to, first of all, outsource the jobs that you don't enjoy, whether that's the customer service or the marketing or something that you don't enjoy. Once you've had a go at doing it yourself, outsource that to experts in that field. And the second thing is to get around a community of entrepreneurs, whether that's a Facebook group or a school community or a mentorship program. Some way of getting around people that have already got experience is the quickest way to level up and to get the success that you want. It's definitely a shortcut to success. And as soon as I joined a mentorship program, so I joined Dropship Unlocked in the UK, I was suddenly around hundreds of members who were also on the same journey. Some people that were ahead of me, some people that were on the same level as me, and so we could all help each other out to get to where we wanted to go. So don't do it alone. Put your ego to one side, get around people that can help you out, and you'll get there a lot quicker. That wraps up our list of the 5 main reasons why I see people fail with high ticket dropshipping. So don't let that be you. Thanks for watching. And remember, don't just dream, make it a reality. So take action today on the lessons you've learned and start to put in place your business and start growing it from the ground up today. Remember to check out the 101 niche ideas that I linked to earlier in the video. That's linked underneath this video. And go ahead and make sure you choose the right niche from the start. If you want to follow the same step-by-step guide that I followed to build my dropshipping businesses in the UK, then check out Dropship Unlocked. The link is below the video. Click on that link and you'll go to their training, which shows you exactly how to put in place your own high-ticket dropshipping business. It's free at the moment, so check that out with the link below. It's a free training video, so that's the best place to start. If you've enjoyed this video, then go ahead and share it, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Let me know what you'd like me to cover in the future. If you have somebody in your life that you know is interested in business, then go ahead and click the share button under this, send it to them on their, through a WhatsApp message or however you use, and get them to watch this. It might be the spark that they need to take the steps required, and also you might be saving them a lot of money and time if they avoid these mistakes. With that said, thanks for watching this video and I'll catch you in the next one.